Back at it again with another video, and this time we're looking at Luma Dream Machine. It's an AI competitor text to video model, similar to Sora AI from OpenAI. And it's pretty crazy because this is the first time where everyone actually has access to it. So I think you have 30 generations per month. And I tried it, and I'd say we're not 100% there. I don't think it's Sora level yet, but I think we're getting very close. So these are some generations, and obviously more than likely most of these are cherry picked, and I'll show you where it sort of struggles a little bit. But there are some pretty cool generations that I was sort of mind blown a little bit, I guess. Um, Also, I feel like when Sora AI came out, it made it feel like Sora sort of took like it made it feel like this is a normal thing, but we've only been into this game for a year and a half since ChatGPT was released. I think we've almost become desensitized to how amazing these tools are, and yeah, let's get started. So a really cool thing you can actually do with Luma AI or Luma Dream Machine is actually you can input an image and you can actually give it some text and it can modify that image into a video. So I don't know how they generate it exactly, but more than likely they yeah, I'm wondering if they take that and like start from scratch and take the pixels and but start from scratch and regenerate it as a video. Actually, I don't know. I'm not. This is way beyond my sort of scope. But yeah, this is really cool. It's the famous meme that distracted boyfriend meme, and you can see it takes a person and it does a pretty good job. It does a pretty good job at getting that video. And then the second one is this is another famous picture, which has now turned into a video. So if you've been on social media, you would have seen these in the past. Another one here is this one. I haven't seen this one before, but this is the original image, and you can see it turned it into a video right here. This is the famous Dogecoin picture thingy, and look, it turned it into a video. This is the this is the famous baby one, and it's the consistency is pretty crazy. Like you can see, like look at the green. The shirt is pretty. Like I mean, sometimes you see you get warps on faces and things like that, but I think honestly the shirts and the background it does a pretty job at keeping the consistency going. It's that famous Chad, Giga Chad. That is crazy. The famous Mark Zuckerberg is watching meme. That's famous. This is another. I think this is from Star Trek. Jeez, that is crazy. That's so crazy. See if there's any other ones. Oh, this is the famous Drake ones. You can see his face is completely warped to some completely someone else. Bro, that's insane. That is insane. Like, man, this is the next generation of memes is gonna be something else. Honestly, let's go through another couple generations that I saw. So this isn't taken from a meme, but this is someone who was actually just text to video, straight up text to video of a boy running down the street. There's another one where someone's walking down the street and he's on his phone. Another dancing type of video. Walk on the moon, astronaut with some animals. Walk down the food mall, the food market, or whatever. I think you can still tell it's AI, obviously, but I think this is like the first generation of something that's not from ChatGPT, right? So I think most of these models are going to get much, much, much better, and probably within a year, I think we're going to get to a point where we actually cannot differentiate between what's real or not. I guess we'd have to wait until the election season is done to actually see some of that because it is going to affect a lot of things. There's a chessboard that's morphing, dinosaur in someone's kitchen and house or dining room table. Okay, so this is actually a video of that I took or my wife took of my two sons, and it starts off, it's just literally a still image of them in their car, and I asked the AI to actually get the videos to move the car, and it moves, and it obviously warps their face into someone that's not that someone I they don't look like my kids at all, but it's still pretty crazy that they were able to keep the consistency of the shirts. Like the color is still there, the background is still there, the car is actually moving, which is still pretty crazy just off a still image. There's another video sort of sideways, but here you can see I'm working I'm working away, and then you have my uh, my younger one. He's just on the floor, and I asked the AI to actually make him stand up in the video, and it does that, but it turns him into a man, like a full fledged man. And then there's another one of myself. This is one of those pictures that I do for my thumbnails, and I didn't give it any instructions, and it just moves my face around. It is kind of sideways, but yeah. This is an image of a client that I'm working with. So the original image is just basically the two bags. It's one of his products, but it creates a third bag that then moves around within the frame. But you can see the shadows. Like if you look at the shadows here, like it's literally like you can see the shadows are reflecting. You can see right here, like you can see those shadows moving. It's insane. I'm not gonna say it understands physics, but the fact that it got the shadows kind of like, damn, it looks pretty realistic. I don't know if that's how shadows actually look like, depending on the context and the angle. But the fact that this remains and these bags are moving around is insane. This is one where I'm like, hey, let's. You can actually see the prompt. Moses hits the sea with his staff and splits the sea in half. His people are behind him. You can see a bunch of soldiers, and he's just there, but the sea doesn't actually split. But it would be it would be crazy. Like, I mean, if I think my prompt was pretty basic. If I had a more advanced prompt, I probably would have had a better output. Let's go to the next one. I'm like, Solomon commands an army of animals, including tigers and lions and ants and birds. They're preparing for battle. This one's not that great, to be honest. I feel like the prompt could have been better, and the if I just told it like the animals are more photorealistic, maybe it would have done something better. It's another one. This is a prompt that my wife wanted, which is a cartoon animation of a caterpillar hatching into a giant rainbow butterfly, very majestic. So it doesn't actually show the hatching, but it's like you can see the butterfly or the caterpillar, and then you can see the rainbow butterfly. I wrote this one. The year is 2355, and humanity, after a nuclear explosion, has gone to the heavens, and now they have a huge city on the clouds, living on clouds, floating on clouds, and you have cars flying around on top of the clouds. Very basic, very childlike prompt, but you can see this doesn't really look like a floating city. It looks like a city on the ground with just basically first person perspective in the clouds, and there are flying cars. But it would be, I don't know. I think I have to improve the prompts a little bit, but yeah, it's not that great. Where I really think this, I think the text to prompt, the text to video generation, is whatever, right? But the fact that you can actually take any still images and have a pretty like good resemblance or good details, that's to me is crazy. I did another one where I'm like, we're in the year 2300 and the earth is full of huge monsters and a huge animals, and humans are very puny compared to the huge animals. Again, very childlike, but you can see here, it's like, you can see this could be a Pixar movie someday. Here's I'm like a car that is driving on the street, and then all of a sudden comes across a barren desert and transforms into a huge robot. Again, these are things that I'm sort of generating. Again, it doesn't get that transformation right, but it's getting close. It's getting better every single day. Here I'm like a person looking down. I have a deep infatuation with Egypt and the pyramids and all that. So you'll see a lot of these, but a person looking down on Earth in Egypt, looking down at the pyramids, but this person is flying in the sky. So I wanted to have like someone's actually like flying like Goku in the sky, but below him is Egypt. So it didn't get that right, but I'm pretty sure if I get if I actually get the prompt better, maybe that it could have done that. This is simple one, a person walking down the street with long, white, beautiful hair, as if it's flowing like the wind, and the sky looks like the ocean. So I really wanted the ocean, kind of like an Inception, like the sky actually, it looks like the ocean or is the ocean. But yeah, it got the hair sort of flowing with the wind and stuff. It got that pretty good. This is an anime one with like, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and like, so I wanted something like that. But I know sometimes they have filter words like Dragon Ball Z or any like big brand name, so I wanted to describe it. So I'm like, a man stands in his regular form, his eyes intense with determination. Suddenly, a powerful surge of energy envelops him, transforming him into an ultimate Super Saiyajin 5. We say Saiyan here, but in Japan they say Saiyajin, with the long white hair and a chest adorned with white feather-like features. And so, yeah, it doesn't get it right. It doesn't get it exactly. But you can sort of see like it has that DBZ kind of vibe. And another one, it's the same one, it's the same prompt, and you can see again this one's not as good, but it's still pretty cool. And then I have a Spider-Man one here, which my son loves Spider-Man. He loves everything Spider-Man, and I'm also a huge fan of Spider-Man. A man in a black, so I wanted like the Venom Spider-Man or whatever, swings through the city of Toronto, where I'm from, on his webs soaring between skyscrapers, and as he navigates the urban jungle, he encounters a bizarre villain resembling a giant coconut, ready to wreak havoc. So I don't see no coconut, but probably didn't make sense to the, as much as it didn't make sense to me, probably didn't make sense to the AI model. There's another one. In the bustling city of streets of Toronto, a man with a head resembling a yellow banana, hands like cucumbers, which he doesn't have cucumber hands, strolls along, drawing curious glances from passerbys. The vibrant cityscape contrasts sharply with his surreal appearance, creating a scene that blurs the lines between reality and whimsy. That does not look like a banana, honestly. This one's a fighting scene that I wanted to check and see how it does. I mean, you can see the bodies kind of warp and it doesn't look realistic, but the fact that they are fighting is pretty cool. The blazing deserts of Egypt, which I mentioned again, near the pyramids of Giza at sunset, two Dragon Z warriors. I try to get that Dragon Ball Z sort of thing without actually saying Dragon Ball Z. One in a robe with ancient symbols, and the other a fierce dragon warrior. So you can see the dragon warrior here with shimmering emerald scales. Their battle, enhanced by the spirits of Anubis and Horus, culminates into a dazzling explosion of energy that lights up the desert night. Now it's like more like sunset than it is night. And here I'm like a man in white in a white thobe descending onto a white mosque. He has his hair. His hair looks like as if he just took a shower. He has two angels on his side with two wings. Each have their hands on this man's shoulder. On both sides, the setting is sunset. It's like basically you have two angels holding you on your shoulder and you're descending onto the ground. That's what I wanted, but it got basically this angel-like human figure. Yeah, I mean it is pretty crazy the fact that it can. I mean, the text of videos or whatever, but the fact that it can like take any sort of video, like I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do a part two of this and take a bunch of memes and see what I can get. That is, it's just crazy. So, yeah, quick video on some of the cool looking videos that I've seen so far, and I'll leave the links on in the comment section or the description below just for people to actually take a look at it themselves. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Until the next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.